Listo, ya está grabando. Sorry about that. Sure. Listo. So, once again, what is a natural number, Pardo?
Mm, I can remember
Uh-huh.
mm, that is like for count the elements of one conjunto.
Lucas, what are you doing? More or less, yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
It
yes.
is related to counting, yes.
Okay.
The amount of elements in one set, in one conjunto,
Yes,
dijiste
in
tú?
one set, in one set,
In
in
one
one
set,
set.
that is actually called a cardinal, and we are going to also remember that during this week.
Okay.
But that is for the part of sets related with the statistics. But yes, you use the natural numbers to count. So a natural number, let me see. Okay, sorry, more people are getting inside. Admit all, yes. So whole numbers, yes. The whole numbers are the numbers that you use to count, but the only difference with the natural numbers is that the whole numbers include the zero. So natural numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. Natural numbers without the zero. Mhm. Let me, without el cero, the zero. And whole numbers include the zero, the zero. That is the only difference for now that you need to know. Can be a fraction a natural number? No, because you don't use fractions to count. You use fractions to describe parts of something, but not to count. You only count with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what Pardo said is really accurate, not exact, but it's pretty good. Okay, those are natural numbers. Yes, like 0, 7, 212, 1023, but not fractions, remember, not one half, not decimals, 1.1, not that's it. And not negative numbers. Okay, actually, yes, there are negative whole numbers, but we are only going to focus for now on the positives. Because, for example, -3, it is a whole number. Yes, but you don't still know negative numbers really good, so we are only going to focus on the mm, positive. Okay, so why did we need the definition for a whole number? Because prime numbers are whole numbers, so that means that, for example, 1/3 cannot be prime, or 2.1 cannot be prime. Well, they are whole numbers with exactly two factors, and I am going to select another time one person. Random, random, random. Violeta. Hello, Violeta. How are you?
Fine.
Okay, Violeta. Do you remember what a factor is? If you don't remember, no problem, but try to remember.
I don't remember.
Okay, it is related with multiplication. Do you
It's
remember now?
like, uh, I think it's like it's like the numbers that you have,
Uh-huh.
or, creo que es eso. Es que no sé.
The numbers that you have where,
Ujú.
Violeta?
In
In a multiplication?
that, yes.
Okay, yes, kind of. So let me put an example. Imagine that you have 3 times 2 equals how much, Violeta?
Un momento.
3 por 2,
Eh,
Violeta.
ah, ya te dije, profe.
You said? I didn't
Sí,
listen. Okay,
six.
well, yes, it's 6. Thank you, Violeta. Sorry, you know that sometimes the connection breaks. So it is 6. Yes. So remember that in a multiplication, these two numbers were called factors, and this number was called product. Yes, so it means that 3 and 2 are factors of 6. Yes, factors are numbers that when you multiply it times something else gives you another number. For example, let's say that you want to see if 3 is a factor of 9. So if you multiply 3 times something, it gives you 9?
Yes.
Yes? Times what?
Yes. 3 times 3.
3 times 3. So it means that 3 is a factor of 9. Or let's say that, okay, 5. Is it a factor of 30, Violeta?
Yes.
Yes, because if you multiply it times what?
6.
Gives you
6.
30 times 6, yes. It means that 5 is a factor of 30 and also 6, yes? So actually, let me erase all of these. And now, once again, let me get inside. Okay, and now, let me select another person. Okay, Sophia. And Violeta, please close your microphone. Mafe, no, Sophia. Where is Sophia? I lost her. Sophia, unmute. I cannot do it. Sophie, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Hello, Sophia. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Fine.
Okay, so you are going to help me in order to find all of the factors of a number. So please, Violeta, no, Sophia, tell me a number. Please try it. Try to not be, try that the number that is not too small, but not too big. I mean, less than 100, please.
10.
10, yes, it works. Sorry, 10. So we are going to find the factors of them, sorry. Factors of 10. And we are going to write it in a set because remember sets, right? So let's start with the beginning, with the first number, which is 1. Sophie, 1 is a factor of 10, yes or no?
Um,
Yes, Pardo. Mientras Violeta piensa, sí, Pardo, qué pena. No sé si será tu conexión o será la mía. Ustedes me contarán por el chat, porfa, cada uno, si lo que me escuchan se escucha entrecortado o si todo está bien, ¿vale? Y luego yo reviso para ver si es mi conexión o no. Violeta. Okay, sorry, Violeta, no, Sofía. Sofía, so if you multiply 1 times something, do you get 10?
yes.
Times what?
1 time 10.
Times 10. So 1 and 10 and are factors of 10. But let's continue. 2. 2 times something is 10?
Yes.
Times what, Violeta? Sorry, Sofía.
5.
Times 5. So 1, 10, 2, and 5 are factors of 10. 3. Permítanme reviso si hay alguien más que tenga el micrófono abierto.
No.
Espérate, es Majo, te voy a callar. Gracias. Sorry. No, ¿cierto, Sofía? So, 3 is not a factor. Ay, sorry. 3 is not a factor of 10. 4, Sofía?
Mm, no.
No. And 5. You know that 5, yes, because you already
Yes.
found it. And when we get to a number that we already got, it means that we finished. Ya no se hace más. Ya acabamos porque repetimos el 5. That's it. So the only factors of 10 are
is
1,
1
2,
and 2.
5, and 10. So let's write it in the set. 1, 2, 5, and 10. Listo? How many factors does 10 have, Sofia?
3. No, 4, 4, 4.
4, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 factors. So is 10 a prime number? Look at the definition here.
Um, yes.
Yes, but it has 4 and a prime
No,
number
no, 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 no.
only 2 factors, okay? That is the definition of prime numbers. So, okay, yes. Now you know that 10 is not a prime number. Can you tell me a prime number?
I
Okay,
don't remember
you don't
that.
remember. Okay, now
No.
let's see if 6 is prime or not. What do you think, Sofia?
What?
6 is prime or not?
Think,
Let's do something. Let's try to find the factors. If we find more than 2, it means that it is not a prime number. So let's start once again by 1. If you multiply 1 times something, do you get 6? Yes or no, Violeta? 1 times something is 6?
yes, teacher.
Yes, 1 times 6. So 1 and 6 are factors of 6. So we have 2 factors until now, okay? Let's try with the 2. 2 times something is 3, is 6.
Yes,
Times 3.
3.
Okay, 2 times 3 is, okay, is 6. So it means that 2 and 3 are also factors of 6. What does it mean? Is it prime or is it's not prime?
Is
How many factors does it have?
2. Is prime.
It is not prime, Violeta. Sorry, Sofia, because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 factors. It has more? No, it doesn't have more. Because 4 is not, 5 is not, and 6, it is the end. Look, it has 1, 2, 3, 6. Those are the factors of 6. Remember, factors are numbers that if you multiply it times something else, you get the other number. It has 4 factors, so it means that it is not prime. Because prime numbers only have 2 factors, right? Thank you very much, Sophie. I am going to change of person right now. Can you please mute yourself? Random, 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 random. Emmanuel. Emma, I cannot unmute Emmanuel. Yes, Emma, how are you?
Fine.
Okay, that's great, Emma. Let me once again get outside of this to erase that. Oh, sorry. Once again, Emma. Now, you have been paying attention, sorry, of the last explanation of prime numbers. Can you tell me a prime number, Emmanuel?
Mm, 2.
2 is a prime number. Why, Emma?
Because have 2 factors.
What are the factors?
Um, mm,
Factors of 2
no
are...
sé.
Okay, let's try with 1. 1 is a factor of 2, Emma?
Yes.
Yes. And what is the other factor?
2.
2. That's it.
Ah,
Sorry, me salí. Sí. So, one, perdón por ese, no, por ese cochete tan feo. Voy a hacerlo otra vez. Ah, one and two. It has more or not, Emmanuel?
no.
No. It only has two factors. So
Yes.
it's prime. Can you tell me another prime number?
Mm, 10.
10? No, it's not a prime number, Emma.
Entonces.
Because it has, remember,
Ah,
we
ya,
did
ya.
it before. We did the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5, and 10. It has four factors. It is not prime. Another one,
Entonces,
please.
3.
3. What are the factors?
1,
1 and
2.
Emma. If you multiply 2 times something, do you get 3?
No, entonces. mm, mm, no, no sé cuál más.
Let's find it, Emma. 1 times 3 is 3.
Yes.
Is there another multiplication that gives you 3?
Mm,
For example, if you multiply 2 times something, do you get 3?
no,
No, ¿cierto? And
no.
if you multiply 3 times 1, is 3. But it's the
Yes.
same. The only two factors are 1 and 3.
Ah, yes. Me confundí, me confundí. Listo, ya,
Don't
ya,
worry.
ya entendí.
Enema English, please. Don't forget
Ok,
that.
ok.
So, pero me borró esto ahora.
Yep.
Okay, let's look at that here. A whole number cannot be made. Okay, itself and one. Mira, itself. What does it mean itself in español, Emmanuel?
Espera.
Do you remember or not?
No.
Itself means el mismo.
Ok.
Itself and one. So, for example, if I say that 7 is a prime number, the only two factors of the 7, if it's prime, are 7, because it's itself, el mismo, and 1. 7 and 1 are the only two factors of 7, because 7 is actually a prime number.
Ok.
What happens when a number is not prime and it is not 1? Because 1 is not prime nor anything. How is it the name? You can see it in the slide, Emma. If the number is not prime, what is the other number that receives when it's not prime?
Whole number.
No, whole number is everything from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until infinity.
Entonces,
Mira la diapositiva, Emma.
por
If
eso.
we can make it by multiplying other numbers, it is a composite number. So if it's not prime, it is,
Also not composite.
no. If it's not prime, it is composite.
Ah, ok, ya, 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 ya.
Yes, do you get it?
Yes, ya entendí.
Mhm.
I understand.
Thank you, Emma. Let me mute you. Can you mute yourself, please?
Ok.
Thank you. So, presentaré. Okay. How many apples do we have? We have 7 apples here. This is an example that may help you in order to understand this in a more graphical way. Can we divide it in groups of 2? Yes, look. Or not, sorry, this case, yes. No, we cannot. Look, because here we have one group of 2. Here we have another group of 2. Here we have another group of 2. And here we have, oh God, it's a group of 1. So it is not perfectly divided in groups of 2. So it means that if you multiply 2 times something, you will not get 7. So 2 is not a factor of 7. And you can try with 3. Look, groups of 3, groups of 3. Oh, sorry. But it's a group of 1. So there are not only groups of 3. 3 is not a factor of 7. but we can do it by 7. 7 little groups of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the only possibility is to divide it in one big group of 1 and 7 groups of 1. So the only factors of 7 are 1 and itself. That is why it is a prime number. And here you can see, sorry, 2 people are getting inside. A little bit late, but no problem. Hello, Castro. Okay, let me check the chat a little bit. Oh, thank you. Sorry for the people that were Miguel. Yes, factors are only if they are in a multiplication with other thing and you get the number. For example, here you can see that for 11, the factors of 11 are only 1 and 11 because they are the only whole numbers that you can multiply to get 11. Or 10, for example, 2 times 5 is 10. 2 and 5 are factors of 10, but only in multiplication. Not like you put here in the example, 7 plus 3 is 10. Yes, but those are not factors. Factors are only in multiplication. Teacher presentation are in Padlet because when you are explaining, I was making the Alex activity. Yeah, perfect, no problem, Pardo. Yes, it is in Padlet and I am going to send the video later. So siempre para saber cuáles son los factores, digamos que, chicos, please write in English. Yes, you can also divide in order to know the factors. And don't worry, I am going to teach you how to find some factors after we remember the prime factorization, okay? You don't understand. Ana y Federico. Okay. Juan Pablo, don't worry. The presentation is in Padlet. I don't understand this image. What image, Mariana? Se oye cortado, Gabo. Thanks, teacher. It may be your connection, Gabriel, because the other people is not having problems. Ah, this slide. So look, the factors are the golden numbers because when you multiply some factors, you get the products. And these blue numbers are prime. Only these, only the numbers that are in this list because they only have 2 factors. Because, for example, if you select the 13, you cannot find other numbers apart from 1 and 13 that give you 13 as the result. That is why they are prime numbers. The only numbers that you multiply to get it are this and this, and there is no other number that works. Did you understand better, Mariana? The chat. Ay, Dios. Thank you, Mariana. Okay. So here you can see, one moment. 11:05, perfecto. We are going to be closed. Sorry. Remember that Zoom, after 40 minutes, it kicks everyone out automatically. So I have to hurry up, but don't worry, because I don't have anything so much left to say. Here you can see the lists of prime numbers from 0 to 100. So the numbers that are in blue are prime. The others are composite, except the one. The one is not composite or prime. The one is 1. That's it. But the numbers that are in blue are prime. The others are composite. So if you take, for example, the 35, it means that it has some factors. 35, 1, but it has more like 5 and 7. Those are the factors. But if you, for example, you take the 67, you are only going to find factors, sorry, of 67 are 1 and 67, nothing else, because 67 is prime. So let me remind you a little bit about what's about something that we did last year, which is the prime factorization or prime factor decomposition. I am going to select another person, and meanwhile, I am gonna tell you that Sara Santos. Hello, Sara. How are you? Sara.
Hello.
Hello. How
Hello.
are you?
Fine.
Okay, you're gonna help me. Don't worry because it's gonna be easy. Can you tell me one of the composite numbers of this list? You can select it. Remember
What?
the composite.
What?
Select one of the numbers that are not blue, that are the
Eh,
composite numbers.
4.
Oh, but 4 is too small. Can you can you do a little bit like after 50?
Okay. 52.
Yeah, 52. That's great. So we are gonna do 52. And actually we're going to select this. Remember, last year we did prime factor decomposition, prime factorization, in order to make roots, square roots, cubic roots, four roots, etc. But this year, but not this class, but soon, you are going to learn that the prime factorization works for many other things in math and to solve some problems. So that is why we are going to remember this a little bit. So do you remember, Sarah, how to do this?
Eh, 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 eh. No, I don't know.
Okay,
Mm.
so we are going to start selecting the prime numbers and checking if these numbers that are going to appear here can be divided by those. So for example, what is the first prime number? What is the first blue number here, Sarah?
In un number grid?
El primero, sí, yes, in the grid. What is the first one? The first blue number, the first prime
53.
numbers. Is the 3? No, it's the 2, look. The 2 is
Yes,
the first
yes.
one. So, can you divide the 52 by 2?
Mm,
Does it have a half? ¿Tiene mitad, Sara?
eh, 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 eh,
Do you want me to help you?
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, you can divide the 52 by 2. And if you divide 52 by 2, you get that is 26. Yes, yes. Now, Sarah, we do the same with the 26. Can you divide the 26 by 2?
Yes.
Yes. And what is the result?
Mm, ay, ay, Dios mío.
What is the half of 26?
One moment, one moment.
Don't worry.
Mm, uh,
Okay, 26 divided by 2. How many times 22, sorry, 2 fits in 2?
what? What?
How many times the 2 fits in 2?
Uh,
Who is telling something else? ¿Cuánto cabe el 2 en 2, Sarita?
uno.
One time. One time. Uy, qué one tan horrible. One. 1 times 2 is 2. And you subtract. 2 minus 2, 0. And you drop down the 6. Sarah, how many times the 2 fits in 6?
The two. The 2 in 6?
Yes.
Mm, espérate, espera. ¿Tú? ¿No?
Okay, mira, tenemos 6. We have
Ujú.
6. How many groups of 2 can you make? You can make
Yo-
1, 2, 3 groups of
Three.
3. So
Three.
3 times 2 is 6. You subtract and you get 0. We finish. The result is 13. Yes? Now, Sarah, can you continue dividing the 13 by 2 or not?
No. No.
No, you can't. So we have to check the other number, which is 3. Can you divide the 13 by 3?
Nope.
No. So we have to select the next one. 5, and the answer is no. You can't divide 13 by 5. 7, no. 11, no. 13, yes. So,
Yes.
Sarah, how much is 13 divided by 13?
0?
1.
Eso, 1.
Remember, how many times fits 13 in 13? It only fits exactly 1 time. So we finish. We finish because we got 1 in the left column. So it means that 52 is equal to 2 times 2 times 13. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 13 is 52. Or you can also write it like this, 2 to the power of 2, this case, yeah, 2 to the power of 2 times 13 equals to 52. Because every single number can be decomposed, descompuesto, in a multiplication of only prime numbers. Look, 2, 2, 13 are only prime numbers. That works for every number. It doesn't matter how big it is. And in next class, I am going to show you how to apply these to some problems. Kids, so remember, right now you have to go to Alex and develop an activity that is already activated there. And if you have any question, you can ask me through videos, right? Chicos, ahora paso español antes de terminar la clase, porque ya en menos de nada Zoom nos va a sacar a todos. ¿Tienen alguna pregunta? Escríbanme por el chat si tienen alguna pregunta relacionada con la clase, dudas, y si algo, pues yo les activo el micrófono. Aquí está el chat. Ay, Dios mío. No, no, no. Ninguna pregunta, Mafe, thank you. Bueno, esperaré un momento mientras todos me escriben que no, o si alguien tiene una pregunta que me escriba. Les recuerdo que esta clase como se grabó, entonces lo que me tarde en subirla a YouTube y a enviársela por correo a ustedes para que pues puedan repasar cualquier duda que tengan. Y si tienen alguna pregunta, yo estoy muy pendiente de Fidias, de hecho voy a ver si tengo correos en este momento. Y bueno, chicos, muchas gracias. Cualquier comentario, teacher, the link of the other classes is going to be the same. Creo que sí, Miguel. Voy a hacer la prueba si este link sigue sirviendo después de que terminemos esta clase. Y si sí, pues yo les comento en la siguiente. Igual les pondré en Padlet el link. Si es el mismo, igual les vuelvo a copiar el mismo link. Bueno, chicos, sí, la parte de la definición. Fede, los números primos son los que solo tienen dos factores, es decir, que solo los puedes dividir exactamente por uno y por ellos mismos. Igual todo está aquí en las diapositivas que están en Padlet, mira, acá, en la parte de abajo, en el Padlet, ahí está todo. Y están los performances, no se les olvide ponerlos en su cuaderno, porfa, chicos. Y bueno, chicos, gracias a hacer la actividad en Alex. Muchas gracias. Bye, bye.
Adiós.
Bye, bye.
Bye.
¿Dónde está el chat? No veo el chat. Ok. Stop sharing. Y en meeting.